Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Shin Megami Tensei. When we last left off, very bad things happened. The hammer of Thor hit Tokyo, and we were transported to this strange blue place where we met Not Jesus. So anyway, Not Jesus asked us to go through the labyrinth of Kongakai and, well, find the other two individuals who were transported here with us. This is going to be your base camp, so remember this place well. Healing spot, Not Jesus, and on that side is a save point. So definitely come back here if you find yourself in trouble. Now there's a mansion here, and one thing I would like to point out is we are entirely alone. We have no minions, we have no party members, but thankfully our previous party members were transported here with us. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this angel, and I'm going to summon her. If I can remember how to do that. Now, the demons here are a lot harder than the ones we've been fighting. Now, I'm not going to say they're like a substantial improvement in difficulty, but they are noticeably more difficult. I think it's a nice linear increase, honestly, but yeah, be very aware of that. For the main character, just have him use his guns. As far as I know, none of the monsters here are weak to Hama. I've tried it on a few of them in previous playthroughs, and I never got it to work, so I'm just gonna ignore that here. So yeah. Now, the main reason I summoned my angel was for the Medea spell, just so you know. It's nice to have some healing capabilities. I would appreciate it if you put him to sleep, please. So she didn't have to waste all of her MP healing. Oh, come on! No. You know what? I say that, and then my angel dies in the first... Screw you. Well, anyway, it's not too big of a deal that the angel died. It's annoying. But, anyway, here we have the Chaos Hero. So, we're going to have him join our party. So, now we're not alone. And if you go through this door, you'll find the second of any demons that you had in your party. Basically, you can have up to 8 demons in your party, and they are scattered across the entire labyrinth. You can't get to all of them at this point, but you can get to, I think, 4 of them. So, I mean, that's plenty. Enough to get you where you're not alone. Now, watch out for these guys. They know the bind spell. Other than that, they're actually kind of bad. If you want, go ahead and try and recruit you some of these newer demons. They have a lot more HP than the ones we've been fighting, like I said before. Anything else? Pyrojack? Yes. There's a few particular demons you want to watch out for and try to recruit. One of them being the Nekomata. Nekomatas have really, really good spells. They have, let's see, the Claw ability, which basically is a physical attack that hits twice, so that's pretty good. They have Marin Karen, and I can't remember their last ability. Oh yes, Zanma. Their Zanma does respectable damage. I mean, it doesn't do a lot. I think Claw does more, but the big thing they got is Marin Karen. A staggering amount of enemies in this game are weak to Charm, and that includes bosses. You would be surprised at the number of bosses in this game that you can shut down with a good Marin Karen spell. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to fight these Buckaboos. Buckaboos you got to watch out for because they have a bunch of ice spells, and if you fight a large enough group of them, they can keep you locked down with Mabufu and Frozen, so you're going to kind of watch that. I'm sorry if I'm going through this kind of fast, but I want to get the Law Hero as soon as possible, since my Angel died. I got no backup healer. Now, this dungeon is circular. It's shaped like a big old donut. So, if you keep going around, you'll end up eventually back where you started. Oh, there's a Nikomata. Right now, I'm just going to kill it, but you definitely want to try and recruit one. They're pretty good. One of the reasons, and if I didn't mention this before, I apologize. I meant to. I think I did. You want to try and get a second MP5 and have it in your inventory, and the reason is for here, so that, well, he wouldn't be stuck with that crappy Beretta that he had before. So he could kind of, you know, do some damage with his gun. So he doesn't have to use all of his MP. Is there anybody in here? Yes, Spartoy. Yes. And I think there is one more here. Yes, our ghoul. Awesome. Now, this is a locked door. There is also a locked door on the north end, right next to where we... Well, it's not right next to, but anyway, there's a door on the north end as well. Come here and we're going to heal. And before I go through here, I wanted to actually take a few moments and get a few demons under my belt. The demons here are definitely head and shoulders above the ones we were fighting before and the ones I have in my party now. Nothing really for that. It's just time to kind of retire what I got. Pretty much you want to shoot for demons that have around, at a minimum, 70 HP. Above 100 is best. If you can get anything above 125, that is great. Look for power stats in the range of 35 to 50. Let's see. Magic power stats, you want to get that just as high as you can get it. Anything 12 to 20, I think, would be okay if you want to use magic. So, yeah, there's that. Mainly, what you want to look for is certain abilities. You want to have somebody who can heal. You want to have somebody who can do some kind of status effects. Paralysis is good. Charm is good. And I'll point out what you kind of need to look for here. If you can find a I don't think there's any demons at this point that have certain abilities, but since this game doesn't have like skill inheritance in it, like the later demon fusions and all that, you know, introduce, I tend to search for, instead of like specific demons, I search for specific skills. I get a general idea of what I want, because in the later games you can say, okay, well, I can get this demon with this. Well, you can't do that in this game, so I tend to look for a demon that has a healing skill, certain status effects, bind, paralysis is better than bind, charm is really good, sleep is pretty good. Just try to define some things you want in your party, and then kind of look for demons that either meet those requirements or catch what you can, and then go to a mansion and see what you can make. Now, I have a couple of demons that I know I can make, and I'm going to go in do that, and I will see you guys right here in just a moment, and I'll tell you how long it took. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It took about 30 minutes, and went around and recruited some demons, and then went to the mansion and fused them all. So let's take a moment and look and see what I got. This demon here, I'm not even going to try and say her name, I got from fusing my Pyrojack and my Angel. I think she's a good demon to get at this point in the game because, one, her component parts are pretty easy to get, and she has not only a healing spell, which is always useful, but she has Sexy Dance. Oh yeah, Sexy Dance causes charm. She has decent power as well, so I mean she's not terrible on the attack. Let's see. I'll talk about the Man-Eater in a moment. The Werecat is basically the upgraded version of the Nekomata. Now, the Nekomata I think has slightly better stats because she knows Marin Karen. The Werecat knows the much inferior Haplima, which is a shame, but in every other respect, the Werecat is better. The Werecat trades Zanma for Tarakaja. Tarakaja raises your attack power, so it's pretty good. Cast it a couple of times, and she'll be able to basically chew face off with her claw ability, which allows her to attack twice in a turn. She's got way more power than the Nekomata, and just overall better stats, more HP, so pretty good. I picked up a Canary. They're a random encounter around here. I picked them up mainly for Bufula, and to have kind of another person, in the group. The Apsaras are pretty good to pick up as well because they know Medea, and they know Rakukaja and Makajama. Makajama is, I think that's actually, I want to say that is the one that raises your magic ability. Whatever. Anyway, Rakukaja raises your defense, so that's really good. So we definitely want that. And the Man-Eater is a little low on HP. I mean, she's got way less HP than I would like in a demon, but she has decent power, and she comes with really good skills. She's got paralysis, a paralysis attack. I don't know if it's bite or claw. And she's got Sexy Dance. Oh, and I don't know what that demon's skill in the middle does there. Anyway, Sexy Dance causes charm, paralysis. I'm going to say claw causes paralysis. So it's, I mean, she's got a 2/3 chance when I use her extra attack to do a very, very nasty status effect on the enemy. Like I said, many enemies in this game are weak to status effects. This is the Tonki. They're okay physical attackers, but I wouldn't use them for anything else. Sukukaja I find to be rather useless in this game. It doesn't raise your evasion like it does in later games. Crush is not too bad. It does more damage than his normal physical attack, but if you use his extra abilities, you run the risk of him using Wall of Water, which is pretty useless unless, an enemy is using a fire move. I think it dampens fire moves is what I want to say it does. I don't know. I tend to not use them. This guy right here, more or less useless. I just kind of grabbed him just for fusion fodder, see what I could get. Anyway, and that's my demons. So now that we've got that, let's take a moment to summon a few of them. I'm going to summon the Werecat for sure. And I want to put her there. And then I want to summon... I'm going to summon the Apsaras. And let's see. It's a Law Demon. So I need that last one to be a Chaos Demon. I can do that. That's not too big of a deal. We'll go with the Man-Eater. See how she performs. Like I said, I've never had a Man-Eater in my party before. I don't typically fool with such low HP demons, but I saw her skills and I was like, whoa.